Did everyone drop a lot?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know what happened.
It's weird.
Yeah, I think when you left, Paul, it might have shut the meeting down.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now.
That's an improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lad, you were saying something about OCP travel, just when everything cut off. I think Lad was there as well as Paul at OCP.
I was saying that people are still here, and in fact, there's a meeting, and there's an OPI meeting here today.
Yep.
How was the demo received, Paul? Any color on that?
I think the demo was received fairly well. People got it. The architecture diagram, the infrastructure, the way we set it up, the demo setup, that diagram seemed to draw people in. So if we left that up on the screen, the most notable conversations I had were Alad brought a couple of folks from Meta over, and they had some good questions. And we had Tesla show up, and they were quite interested. They may end up showing up to OPI in the future. We had a few others. We will get the booth that there's a booth scanner, so we'll get the contact information from folks that we scanned at the booth and be able to cull through that and make contact with folks down the road.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it for those of you who haven't seen it, in the outreach channel, I posted a link to about a 13-minute video I did showing the provisioning of 3 different DPUs, a Bluefield 3, a Dayton Peak from Intel, and a CN106 from Marvell. So I showed the process of provisioning them. It was actually very instructive for Boris and I to spend quite a bit of time together, working through what code changes needed to be made to go from using a simulated DPU environment for all the code that's been written to actually testing this against real DPUs and IPUs. So
you really had 4 environments, the 3 cards and then the simulation.
Yeah, I didn't do anything with the simulation, but that's what all the code has been tested against, and that's what the CI/CD pipeline's built against, and all of that. So it just reinforces the need for our lab to get set up in Fremont.
Right. I'm impressed you got the Dayton Peak going, because you got that at the last minute.
Yeah, I think I had a total of 3 days with it in a server that I could play with. So, but once I figured out how to actually get it to power on, we didn't have the correct aux power cord, and for it to only use the 75 watts from the PCIe bus, you have to place a jumper on the board. So once we figured that out and got that set of instructions from Intel, I plugged it in and it got a DHCP address. I was able to copy the certs to it and the agent and turn it on, and it rebooted and it functioned. It came up and got the Red Hat OpenShift image we wanted to transfer to it, and it came up.
That's probably the smoothest out of box yet, right?
Only because I was using the OPI APIs. Yep. Once we figured it out on the Bluefield, we worked our way through where the issues were on the Bluefield in the code, and once we did that, Bluefield just comes up every time, and so does the Intel. So Marvell card that the version we have does not have a BMC, so it wasn't working in the same fashion.
Right. You had to do a different approach.
Yep.
And we knew that when we did a BMC flow, there'd be some outlier cards
Mm-hmm.
that chose not to build without one.
And it's just the SKU that we've got that doesn't have it. They have SKUs that have BMCs in them.
So I think it's just the four of us, because Joe said on his email about him not making it at the last second. And
Oh, okay.
I implied on Slack that we'd probably have a short meeting or a canceled meeting. So, and then we lost Dan and somebody else when the meeting closed and reopened. So,
Okay.
unless a lad has a comment or Oren, I think we'll just call it a short meeting. Thanks for your comments, so Paul.
Mm-hmm. One of the things we are working on in the background through the outreach committee is working on an abstract for Mobile World Congress, and we've got marketing folks from F5 and Intel and who's the other, ARM, assisting us getting that written in a way they think will catch the judges fancy. So that's happening.
And that's positioned as like a round table of 4 or 5 OPI
Yeah, it's positioned
participants.
as a panel, so a moderator and up to 4 other panelists.
Have we heard from NVIDIA? I know Warren's here listening, whether they're interested in participating in that.
I'm interested in
Yes.
participating, and telco is my strong suit. And by trade, I am the global head for telco.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
But-
you or someone would need to be sitting there in a chair in Barcelona.
I will be in Barcelona. That's the biggest show that I have all year. However, I would like to understand what are we saying, because telcos are prima donnas, as we all know. And unless we bring a message that is very clear to what we're doing on stage at Mobile World with a very crisp what's in it for them type of a thing, I think it will fall on deaf ears.
Okay. Well, you can read the abstract that's up on Slack.
Yeah, it's I posted a link to it in the outreach channel. You can work on it there, see what's going on.
Sure, I'll take a look.
And
then we'll talk about it again on Tuesday, right, Paul?
next, not this upcoming Tuesday, the Tuesday following. We've gone to a
Every other week
schedule for the outreach committee.
And then you are running a meeting at 8 today, Alad, correct?
I am, but given the fact that almost everybody that's a usual participant in the meeting is at OCP, I expect low attendance, or maybe very, very poor attendance. But I will let everybody there know that in 2 weeks we'll have NDT presenting.
Okay. Okay.
And a few other updates.
I'm going to close today's meeting if we have no other topics.
Works for me.
Okay. You guys travel safe coming home from OCP.
Shall do. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.